Hey, everybody. It's time for another devotional. Tonight's devotional is called Seeing God. The Lord passed in front of Moses, calling out, Yahweh, the Lord, the God of compassion and mercy. I am slow to anger and filled with unfailing love and faithfulness. I lavish unfailing love to 1,000 generations. I forgive iniquity, rebellion, and sin. That's Exodus 34, 6 and 7 from the New Living Translation. No human being in the Bible got closer to seeing God with his own eyes than Moses. The incident in our key passage took place as God was delivering the Ten Commandments to him. Customarily, an arriving king would be announced by a herald. The herald would go before the king, shout the monarch's name, and announce some of his attributes, such as the size of his armies and how many nations he had conquered. God, alone with Moses on the cloud-shrouded heights of the Sinai, has no worthy herald, so he announces himself. He shouts his own name, Yahweh, the Lord. Now please notice what God chooses to cite as his defining characteristics. Compassionate, merciful, slow to anger, with unfailing love, faithful and forgiving. This is how God introduces himself. If the above is not our deeply rooted concept of God and the God that we serve, we have some additional work to do on renewing our minds. Did you know that you too have seen God? You have seen him much more clearly than Moses ever did if you have read the Gospels. Jesus was God revealed. He declared, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. John 14:9. In other words, we don't have to wonder about God's nature, his ways, or his distribution or disposition. Jesus demonstrated it. On every day of his earthly ministry, Jesus loved, healed, received, welcomed, forgave, blessed, delivered, and comforted. This is a living, breathing picture of the God who adopted you and made you his own. You belong to a God of unspeakable kindness and compassion. Yes, we have seen God, and he is wonderful. This prayer of dedication. God of compassion and mercy, how wonderful you are. Forgive me for ever doubting your goodness or approaching you as if you were anything other than kind. I am mindful that Jesus vividly depicted your nature and your love. I declare that you are compassionate, merciful, and slow to anger. Your love is unfailing. Your faithfulness is unwavering. You love to forgive and restore. So I come to you with a heart filled with gladness, gratitude, and expectancy. Let's talk. What would you like to say to me? What would you like to do through me? Amen. Amen. See you tomorrow.